Welcome back, traders, to another live stream. This is your host, Johnny, and I am part of the Investing for Beginners community. We started this over 6 years ago, and we have a community of over 70,000 members at the moment. Today, we are going to talk about how you can make $200 a day trading stocks. And it all starts right now. All that I ask is that you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So, guys, real quick, I want to showcase to you something awesome, okay? This isn't to brag, this isn't to boast, but I simply am grateful to show you that yesterday I was able to pull out $500 and finally start paying myself after years of trading, guys. It's an awesome feeling. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. And basically, I haven't been paying myself out. I've been growing my account for the last couple of years from, of course, a couple $100 to thousands of dollars to now what is over $30,000. So I'm able to start paying myself, which is just fantastic. This is just a great opportunity, and it's nice to finally see my hard work paying off after years and years and years of struggling to kind of get my portfolio going up. I'd have $500-600 weeks, and then I'd lose it, and then I'd have to get it back, and it would just go back and forth constantly. And now we're finally starting to get some momentum. We're starting to pick up more profits. We're starting to lose a lot less. And that is just awesome, guys. So as a beginner, I want you to focus on basically tracking all your winning trades right now. And don't worry so much about tracking your losses. Now, add up all your wins. See how much you would have made this month, because technically you did make that money. Unfortunately, if you add up your losses and you're down, then maybe your losses are more than your income. In that case, then you want to definitely start preparing your mind and your body to take less losses, or maybe even less trades would be a good idea too. Sorry for the distraction. I'm just sending out my links real quick. That way everyone can join the community and go from there. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. We're going to talk about Mara and how you can make money in the stock market. But first, I do want to show you that group. We are 70,000 strong. 71,000 members currently. It is a private community just for you, where we talk with people, go over everything from stocks, from day trading to investing to swing trading, long-term holds, dividend capturing strategies, as well as Bitcoin, real estate, credit cards, budgeting, templates, stuff like that. So definitely join the community. It's free to join. All you have to do is answer a couple of questions, and that is it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get started here. Now, guys, the market is about to end, and yeah, the market's going to end in just a few minutes. Now, we want to go over Mara. Potential for Mara here. Look at this run here. Now, it went all the way up to about $34, and it has dropped all the way down to $19.25. Do you think I picked up some shares today? You better believe it, guys. I did. Now, I did catch this run on February 26th and made over $200 on this one little candle right here. Had some pullback, and then we were able to make just a little bit more money right here in this area on the gap, which was right around another $100 or so. Now, with this new low around $19.25, you can see a increase of over 73%, guys, on your investment. That would be an amazing amount of money to be able to lock in if you were able to make that possible. So let's go ahead and look in on the 1 minute charts and see what the company did for the day. Now check out Mara, not the company, I'm sorry, the stock. So as you can see, Mara started out really high and then took a nosedive down. If anyone invested at this point in time, $20 mark, you would have lost about 7% of your investment in a matter of like an hour. Okay, a couple of hours. Now, if you would have held all the way through to the bottom, you would have lost 8% of your investment. Now, I'm not saying that some people did or did not. There may have been people that bought. You could also average down if that's something you want to do. But even right here, as it shows signs of upward momentum, you may not have caught it at the 1925. Say you caught it here once it broke the support level, which was a resistance level. So it broke the resistance level and now is a support level. Now, say you got about 1950, okay? You started riding that train up 1950 here. Okay, end of hours, it's up about 4%. Now, 4% might not sound like a lot, but 4% on $1,000 is 40 bucks. Okay, so not too shabby there. You'd have to put roughly $4,000 to $5,000 in this company to be able to make 200 bucks in a single day. Now, there's not saying that there has been some great runs recently. As for example, we'll go over this one right here. Oh, yeah, we'll go over this one. This was 3.6. And again, you could have caught this company as soon as it broke this resistance level, it would create a support level, and that is over 9%, about 8.5%. That would have been $80 on $1,000 So you would only have really needed roughly $2,500 to $3,000 invested to make $200. Now, guys, we missed a little bit of action here. Okay, we did mix some action, but it's not over yet. As you can see here, it does like this area of support, which is fantastic for us. It does give us a buy opportunity. Now, it doesn't, I'm not saying that it doesn't have the potential of going down. As you can see here, the SMA and the EMA line are indicating a downward trend. There's also the super trend right here showcasing that it is a downward trend. Now, it has the potential to go down all the way to $14 possibly, or even the $15 or $16 mark. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this company. I do have, I believe, over 50 shares of this right now at 1945, 1950, something like that as an average share price, which is great. That's simply fantastic. And now that it rides up, I will be able to start increasing my size around the $20 mark, around the $25 mark, and I might even buy a little at the $29 mark, or that's when I will finally start selling off. I like to buy in thirds or fourths and then sell in halves or thirds. So for example, I bought here 25%, I'll buy here 25%, I'll buy here, which is 25%. That'll make 75% of my total investment. Okay, so for example, say I put $500 on the first level. Then I put $500 when it passes the second level. Then I'll put another $500 when it passes the third level, if it's showing strong signs of momentum still. Now, this could be a long-term trade. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, about 16 days is kind of what we're looking at here. As you can see, this dropped. It took about 13 days to drop. So it takes about the same amount of time to increase. Now, unless you get a candlestick like this one here on February 26th, where it went up like 20, I think it went up 15, yeah, 17%, and then it came crashing back down. And right here as well, here's another run up, which was right around, I believe, 15%, which is just awesome. And it came right back down. So there is potential to, say, make 15% in one day. Now, 15% on $1,000 is 150 bucks. So really, if you want to make $200 a day, you wouldn't even really need to invest much more than $1,000. Now, yes, that does sound like quite a bit of money to some, and to others that are part of the community, it may not mean much at all. Whatever your number is, just know that 15% is 15%, whether it's off $100, $1,000, $10,000, guys. And 15% in a single day is amazing. There are companies, or there are actually people and hedge fund managers and quite a bit of just overall society that can't even really get 8 to 10% a year. Okay, a year, guys. And we're talking about getting 15% in a single day. So that is just fantastic. I'm super happy to share Mara with you. Now, it doesn't, there is no reasoning behind, oh, it has to go up, it has to go up. No, it doesn't have to go up, guys. Okay, and I will never tell you to buy, hold, or sell anything. I'm not a financial advisor or guru. As you can see, I'm just a guy that likes to trade stocks in his office. So, and I like to talk about it. Okay, so Mara is one of those companies. Look at this right here. Now, I had a nice little comeback. If we can get Mara to cross, see, as you can see here, it's at a 50. We can get it a little bit low, say in like the 30, maybe even 35 range, 40 range. I would consider buying it again. Look at the histogram. It's going down as well. So this probably will start a little bit of a sell-off, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's all right, because we have so much potential with this company, and it does go along somewhat with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. So with that said, guys, I want to share with you something real quick here, and that is signing up with MooMoo, WeBull, or Robinhood, or all three if you haven't already. The links are below in the description, and you can start your investing journey today for almost free, guys. Okay, I tell my new investors all the time, set up the account, throw, say $100 in here. Okay, you don't even have to trade it. Just put $100 in, set the account up, get the free stocks, get the 5% interest on your uninvested cash. You'll make $5 a year on $100. It's not a lot, but it's risk free if you don't invest. And if you want to start investing, well, then you have the accounts to do it. Now, MooMoo, WeBull, and Robinhood all have their perks and benefits aside from each other, some pros and some cons, different features on all of them. Do your research, figure out which ones you want. But guys, just know I have over 4 accounts. I got TD Ameritrade for long-term holdings. I never sell anything out of that. That is like for the futures. I'm talking, 30, 40 years from now. And then I have WeBull, which is my my main account that I, swing trade, day trade, do all that stuff. MooMoo is a nice day trading platform for some quick, high-speed plays, say like penny stocks or companies that have, kind of high volume. And then I use Robinhood. It's very simple. It's what I started with. I love to use Robinhood, and you get free shares, you get a ton of special stuff, but I use that mainly for like swing trades. And then now I'm doing it a small public trading challenge for our community members that they can follow along and really just enjoy what they do. So again, guys, I'm happy to be paying myself out now, finally, after a few years of doing this, getting money pulled out of thin air is what it feels like. Just thin air, boom, money into my pocket. Now, guys, I didn't always start here, okay? All right, 31,793, pulled $500 out, so I still got 31,293 or whatever. 3% in a single day, that's over $900 in a single day. Now, guys, I did not always start right here. This was something that it looked more like when I got started, okay? I had less than this for sure, but, this can go along the lines of a lot of my new investors here on this, in this community, right? So 3% of 300 is $9, but 3% of 30,000 is $900. So just remember that when you start your investing journey, guys. Just know that we all start out at the bottom. We all start out, trading with a small amount of money. And guys, that's okay. As long as that you're learning the basics, you're learning to make profits, and heck, even just breaking even and not losing money. You are going to be better than 90% of people who have tried to trade before you, who are trying to trade right now that are losing money. 90% of traders will lose their money. Now, I did hear this the other day. They said that 90% of traders will lose 90% of their money in 90 days. Okay, it's called the 90 rule. Let me say that one more time. 90% of traders will lose 90% of their money in less than 90 days. That means if you are not doing your due diligence, you are not in this 100% and committed, you will lose your money. You will lose 90% of your money in less than 3 months. So don't start out, don't put 10 grand or 20 grand or all your life savings in investing and think it's just going to work because your boy Johnny figured it out. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time, and I've actually started with a very low, comfortable amount of money. You know, a couple $100, and just grew it over time, you know, and it's kind of a psychological thing too, because if you lose $1,000, it's going to hurt if you're not used to that, compared to losing like $1 or $2, right? So just sign up with those accounts, throw $100 in, and if you are serious about investing, buy one share. You can even buy one share of Mara, $20. $20 ain't gonna kill you. It ain't gonna break the bank. But you could get used to, you know, it going up and down, kind of seeing, you know, hey, I'm down $1, I'm up $1, you know, well, hey, I'm down $1 today. Maybe I'll add another share. And then it goes up, and then you're up $2 or $3. And that's how you really get the ball rolling with your investing. Okay, guys, so $200 a day can be fairly simple. Now, as you can see here, Mara has a nice little gap up literally right now after hours. We're at 210 right now. And this has a significant pull up. So right now on the trading accounts, we are going to go over to our public Robinhood account. Okay, this is what I want to show you guys, how simple it can be to trade, especially using Robinhood or something, right? Now, this is a small public trading account. I showcase this to the public, to my community members, over 70,000 of them right now, pushing almost 80,000 with all the other social media platforms. Now, I showcase this to you, not to brag, not to boast, but simply as educational purposes, to showcase to you, you don't need a lot of money to make money, okay? Now, as you can see, we're up about $26 today, about $30 or so pre-market is what it's looking like, and then it just totally sold off. Now, we are in after hours and not looking too bad. As you can see, I'll pull up Mara right now so that you guys can see what I'm talking about here. And as you can see, I have an average cost of $20.76. I have 25 shares at the moment for $500. So this is what I'm talking about for your first entry level play. Now, I could have entry leveled at $19.50, which I thought I did. I must have been getting that confused with something else, but $20.76 is not too bad. $19.28 would have been a heck of a lot better, because as you can see, it's already gone up over 6% so far, from $19.28 to $20.45. So I am down about 3% or $15. Now, that's not nothing to me. $15 isn't nothing. I think I probably blew my nose with a $20 bill earlier. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. But I mean, $15 isn't a whole lot, guys. Okay. And on $500, I mean, yeah, we're at 3%. I could cut my losses, lose $15, okay? But I am in this for the long run, and I want to see that spike up to $75 again. Now, I doubt it's ever going to go up to $75, at least anytime soon. But what I can almost guarantee is that it'll go back up to some of these lower lows, which is like, say, $22.90, $25.90, and even possibly $30 to $31. Now, that is my price target to sell. That is my sell target. And again, if we go over Mara, okay, this run up can be amazing, guys, even on $500. $500, 50% of $500 is $250. Okay, but I'm not just trading with $500. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my $2,000 into this in increments. and we're going to make 50% of $2,000. That's $1,000. Okay, how about 70% of $2,000? That's $1,400 by simply holding on to a company. Now, if you have $1,400 and you hold it over a 7-day period, that's a week. What's the math on that, guys? $200 a day. That's right. $200 a day on a swing trade. On a swing trade. All right, my guys. All right, so with that said, we got some major potential. Look at this. It's up 300%. I mean, this company was like $5 the other day, right? Year to date, it's down 24%. So there's an opportunity to buy here, guys. I'm not saying you should. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I got $1,393 available on top of $500, so that's $1,800. I have to pull $200 more from something. I have TQQ right now, about $200 or so in TQQ, made 5% today. I did swing trade this. Now I do swing trade, day trade, dividend capture, long-term invest, buy the dip, buy the news, all that stuff, guys. Okay, I don't really discriminate. If there's an opportunity, I am looking for it. Okay, but the majority of the time I do trade these same stocks right here. If you're familiar with the channel, you'll know that it's always Lucid, Sound, SoFi, News, Snap, Lyft, Mara. Those are the main ones that I trade. Now I look at SPY every once in a while to see the trajectory of the way that the market is going. And as you can see here, guys, look at these green lines. Okay, I made these green lines 1, 2, 3, 4. Now each one of these green lines has another potential to make some money. That's 3% right there. Now I drew this green line yesterday or a couple days ago. I was like, nah, it's probably going to bounce off the EMA, okay, because it has a track record of bouncing off the EMA, and you know it's probably going to go up. And sure enough, it did. Now it didn't go up that same day. It went up the very next day, guys. So now, how much was that? If you could have caught right here at the SMA level, up to where it is now, that's 1.5%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but 1.5% on $516 share is $5. Okay. You put 1,000 in, that's 10, 2,000, that's 20. So this does just track the overall market. I don't trade SPY. Okay. AMD, ooh, AMD is looking fantastic here, guys. So if you guys don't want to necessarily trade Mara, you guys don't believe in crypto or just don't want anything to do with it, I have a play for you right here. Now AMD is going up, it has a potential to go up roughly 8%. So 8% on 1,000 is $80, $160 on $2,000, and roughly $200 if you spent about $2,500 on your investment. Now that is 8%. Now AMD does have a potential to go back up. I may even look at getting a couple shares of this, just showing that it's coming outside of that buy range, showing upward momentum and oversold on the RSI as well as here. So actually I think I am going to showcase that to you guys, okay, on the public trading account. They're up $2, but they have a potential to go up even more. Now they are oversold, as you can see right there. They have a chance to go up to 211 from 202. So slight increase. Now, if I wanted to, you just go right here. Say you want to buy 1 share, review order, continue. Oh my goodness. And they're going to make me do all this crap, holy. So give me just a second. This is what happens when I guess you don't use your computer, use your phone more than anything, I guess. So let's see what happens if we try to buy right now. It is after hours, but yep, there we go. AMD purchased $202.85. So now we are now in AMD. 17% of our position, because again, we're not using all of our money. So it says 17% of what's actually in our account, which we can pull up right now. As you can, oh wait, maybe that's not it right here. Okay, back to it. All right, so as you can see here, our stocks and options is only about 50% of our total money in. We have 50% out just waiting to be used. Now I like to do that on purpose. That way we have money for opportunities to buy companies, right? So we did buy this company just now at 202.25 on the live stream, which is fantastic. Tons of potential for growth. It could go up to 130. Let's see right here. So it was up as high as 11% or $21, and now it's only at $3 or 2%. So it has a chance to go up another $17, $18 per share. I have one, so $17 or $18 would be nice. That'd be nice. That'd almost be, 8% or so. So with that said, that is how you would identify a good company. Now, this is just one of those companies that has a strong trailing long-term record here. As you can see, if you would have bought back at the, say October of last year to now, that's 125% profit, guys. I don't know anywhere that you can double your money in a year, okay? Less than a year. 10, 11, 12, it's like 6 months, doubled your money. So if you put 1,000 here, 6 months later, you'd have $2,000. Now, I'm not saying that, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but check out this, guys. This upward momentum is insane. It's super high above the SMA level. It's barely touching the EMA level. And with that said, it's probably just going to end up bouncing off of this. See how it kind of gets close and bounces, gets close and bounces, gets close and bounces. If it doesn't, then tomorrow when I wake up, if it's slightly down or I just don't feel like holding it any longer, wasn't a lot of movement, I'll either break even, sell for a small fraction of a loss, or I may even hold it or sell it if it does go up by tomorrow. Now, if say it bounces slightly, even just a little bit, that's 2%. If it goes up to its previous highs, that's 6 to 8%. So that 8% could give you $80 on $1,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so that's AMD. And then we also have Tesla. Tesla seems to be on a weird track right now, just kind of moving along, going with it, going underneath the SMA and the EMA. So then you have Apple. Apple did a huge dip just now after market. It's trying to recover though. This is a good indication that there was a reversal. As you can see here, anytime that the EMA and the SMA cross each other, it shows a sign of an upward trend, as well as when it crosses each other at the top, it showcases a sign of a downward trend. Okay. Google as well, they have a nice little pullback, so you can definitely make a few bucks off of Google if you wanted to. Say from here to their previous highs is about a half a point. That's why I don't really like to trade these companies over $100. I like to stick with companies anywhere from like say $3 to $50, which is ideal for me. So guys, back to Mara here. What are our thoughts on Mara? Mara. Well, I would say that Mara has the potential to maybe even go down a little bit more, guys. Okay, it definitely might, but it's showing signs of support right here at that 19 mark. Okay, now it is showing a sell-off here, but if we can after hours correct this and show a sign of it going up, as you can see right here on the histogram, there's a couple points of it moving up. It's coming up here as well, and even on the RSI, look how low it is, guys. 30, 40. 39. Okay, and if it goes down, I'll put a little bit more money into it because I'm comfortable with that, knowing that it could slightly go up. All right, so that is my thoughts on Mara. Now, an hour ago, let's see what this says. Tuesday's ETF with unusual volume. So it says companies of that ETF: Pelletier, Marathon Holding off 2.7 on volume. So yeah, it doesn't really say anything. I kind of hate the news on WeBull. It's really crappy. Let's go here. Let's go to Mara. Check everything, make sure everything's running good. It looks like we are. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Hello. I'm gonna pop this out so that way you guys can see it and get more involved, right? Yeah, that's what we do. All right. Let's see. Give me just a second to fix this. Boom. That looks good. Okay. How does that look? All right. So Mara. Looks like it's kind of dropping a bit, which is fine. No big deal. I've been as low as a couple $100 and seen it bounce back before as well. So did I get in too soon? Maybe. But is it going to go lower? Maybe. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, Shub? Shub. I was going to say shrub. Shub. Hello. Hello, hello. I'll give you 100% there. Oh. Hello. Let's see if my chat's working. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Okay. And how does WeBull look on here? It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So there is potential for it to go up, guys, but there's also potential for it to go down, okay? We just want to be careful. Like, as you can see, the histogram's going down. This is going down on the 5-minute. Different areas show different charts, so just, you know, be cautious. It may come back down to 19. It may even go back down to some previous lows of, say, 14, 15, or even 16, guys, which is just insane to me to think it could go down that much. But all that shows is that it's a good buy opportunity for us to get in tomorrow. I will be watching this. I will be updating you guys further on this company. As you can see, down like 17 bucks, not sweating it. Okay, 500 isn't a lot. I got another almost $1,200 to put in. And again, if we're able to put in, say, $1,000 and it runs up that 75%, I mean, heck, even 50% of $1,000 would give you 500 bucks. So keep that in mind when you are thinking about possibly trading Mara. Now, hey, there's always a potential that you can lose money too. So definitely do your own research. Again, be, due diligence. Definitely due diligence is like your best friend here. And this is why we're talking about it. There's a lot of people covering this company right now, and I'm just another person that wants to cover it. So as you can see here, when the SMA and the EMA line cross, it just shoots down. Boom. Gone. Another good thing to know as a new investor is I talked about it in yesterday's live stream, so I am going to repeat myself for just a second. But basically, a good way to think about this would be that it's like a drunk driver on the road. Maybe that's not the best way to look at it. Maybe I shouldn't even say that online. But it's like a car on a road, okay? And the car on the road wants to stay as close to the SMA as possible. But stuff happens and the car starts to veer off and it says, oh man, I need to get back on the road, and it'll actually push back to the road. But sometimes it overcorrects. Have you ever overcorrected in a vehicle and like you went more than you wanted? It overcorrected and blew past the road again, or the SMA line. So what does it do? Oh, I'm over here. I need to go over there. Oh no, I need to get back over here. The road's over there now. And all it does is this, back and forth on the SMA line. Now, that can be a good thing if it has a upward momentum, right? We're going to showcase that with Apple real quick, showcasing an upward momentum. Oh, there we go. No, that's not a good example. I believe AMD might have been our best example here. Yeah, okay, so AMD, come on. All right, so as you can see here, it has an upward momentum and it has not even really shot below this SMA line. So this is a great company for any new beginners. As you can see here, it was trailing just right alongside of the SMA. It didn't want to veer off too far from it. It liked being next to the SMA until one day in November, it just broke free and it has been broken ever since. Now it does eventually come down and almost touch the line, and then it doesn't, and then it almost touches here, and then it doesn't. So as you can see here, the last time it got close to the line, it even touched it, was back in February, which was just a couple of weeks ago. Now, as you can see here, two important key points to focus on, okay? A couple key points to focus on here. That is, this is your SMA line. Now, as you can see, this candle, it had an open and a close, but it didn't close below this level. Now, if it would have closed below this level, then we could have potentially seen a downward trend or a sell-off of this stock. but because it broke, it went all the way down past it, but closed above it. Do you see that little tiny candle right there? It closed above it, which indicates it's still an upward trend. You can see that little tiny super trend arrow right there, and then huge gap up. Now it's trying to stick along with the EMA. Okay, and it is, right? It touched the EMA right here. It's still above the SMA, and it skyrocketed up. Now, right here, when it touches the EMA, you're looking at 20% in 4 days. 20% in 4 days. So $1,000, that'd be $200 in 4 days. That's $50 a day. So however you want to do the math, it's not important. But what's important is that there's opportunities every single day in the market, just like this. And again, it's literally on the exact same stocks that I watch consistently. I trade the same ones over and over. I may add one or two every once in a while. I did add NU and was able to make 11% today on NU, and then sold it, and it crashed back down, guys. As you can see here, NU made a nice little run up before the end of the day, and I was able to get involved in that little run. Right at the beginning of the day, I seen it dip. I got in about 11:20 and got up to about 11:42, which is 2.5%. Not nothing crazy, but it was a good solid run up. Sound was another one that was crazy high today, 16%, and unfortunately I did miss this run up. 18% on its high, guys, 18%, and it is still going up. That is just insane to me. I should not have sold. Like, I bought it and then I sold. Let me show you. So I bought for $65.40 and I sold for $60.70. I lost $5 this morning. I was like, I swing traded it from Friday to, I think, Tuesday, if that's correct. Or when was this? This says March 4th on here. Is that right? March 4th was the last time I bought this? Yeah, last Monday. Okay, so I swing traded it over the weekend and I didn't do anything with it. I sold it at $60.70 and it's, all right, 607. Sold it at 607. It's now 709. So those 10 shares, it would have been like $10. Nothing crazy. Now I'm going to trade this overnight? No. It's up 17%, guys. I mean, it's up 215% in a month. You could have bought this company for $2. Now, I believe this is one of the companies that like Kathy Woods is bought into. It just doesn't have any earnings. It's losing money. Like, look at this, 15% net sell on March 11th, which was yesterday. That's what caused really not much of a dip at all, honestly. Not much of a dip at all. And it is up 33% in a week. So you can make 33% on $1,000. That'd be $330 in 5 days. And like this, 16% in a single day. $150 with $1,000 on Sound. Now, how do we find these companies? Well, you can join our Discord. That is a free community as well, where you can get involved and you can just see our trading highlights, our trading ideas, what we're looking at, what we're getting into, and all that great fun stuff. I share profits and losses, swing trades, ideas coming up for the future. Come on. If I can get this to load, I will show you guys. All right, so right here. All right, as you can see here, guys, we do have the Investing for Beginners community. There is a link below this video, so that way you can join. You can see our trading ideas. I trade with about $30,000. 5-to-1 ratio is my best. I like WeBull, MooMoo, and Robinhood. Use the EMA, MMA, RSI, and MACD for my indicators. I like day trading oversold reversals. Those are like my favorite. Oversold and reversals is just fantastic. I trade in horizontal patterns only, either horizontal or ascending, never descending patterns. patterns and margin of profit, I need at least 3%. At least 3% to even consider a day trade. So if you guys want to get involved, check out the communities. We have the Discord for free. We got the main trading floor where I spit out my ideas every day, what we're doing to find those AA, AAA setups, profits here, showcasing some profits. Someone made over $149 in a week on a $2,000 account. Let's see, what's another one here? Just a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. Oh, this one right here is pretty cool. He made $306 in a day with 5 grand. Okay, so if you guys are serious and you guys want to start making some money, definitely join our communities, get involved. You know, when you do get involved, you get signed up for giveaways for free, so you could potentially earn free prizes and money just for being a community member. So definitely get involved with the community, check out the Discord, check out the links below, get involved with our social media accounts, and I believe that's going to be it for today. I may be looking at sound tomorrow if it does have a sell-off, but look at this. Upward momentum will just create more upward momentum. That's it. Now be very cautious with companies like this, because look at the breakout here. It broke out past the support levels, which are, or past the resistance levels, which is going to create support. Okay, and then look at this next resistance level. About $8. That's going to be our next resistance that they're going to have to try to break through. And they've got up to this part before. Now look here. History is repeating themselves. Up 100% in one day. 100% in one day, guys. Do you think it's repeating itself? Possibly. This one went up 26% in a day. And now we're looking at literally another 20% in a single day, guys. That is just freaking nuts to me. Should have put all my money into sound. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's not what we do here. So tons and tons of opportunities. You're not missing out on anything when you trade these companies. Okay, you're not missing out when you get involved with the stock market. There are millions of opportunities every single day. As you know, if you're watching investing channels, you know, people like me, people like you know, Ricky. Well, there's a ton of them, right? They all have their different companies that they focus on. And honestly, I focus on just a few. I'll focus on the Qs, see what they're doing. As you can see, SQQ has a nice potential to possibly go up because TQQ is showing signs of it being a bit oversold, which tracks the triple Q right here. And then I also like to trade my gold, which I'll trade JNUG. As you can see here, JNUG has done an incredible job over the last couple of 11 days. It's up 37%. And JDST, as you can see here, they're like kind of wishy-washy. They're right in the middle of being in a buy zone, but they have created another support level right here. Oops. Which is great. That's great. When we see new support levels, we want to put them in. Okay. Boom, there we go. Now this is showing a downward trend. Would not invest in this company for more than a day or two. Now JNUG might be a company to look at as well. But look at it. It broke free from where it was previously. And really, we kind of missed that run up, right? 35% up already. It does have a potential to go as high as another 30% to get to previous highs. Will it? Don't know for sure, right? This right here is showing signs of basically some like consolidation. Looks like it might go horizontal for a minute. It might even try to come back down and maybe get to some levels here. It did bounce past the EMA slightly, but it didn't close below the EMA. Now it did close below the EMA, so it may be considered a reversal in the downward trend. So definitely going to change my alert. If it moves above $30, I may consider buying for the upward trend, because right now it's at $29.56. And if it goes down to 29, then I'll consider waiting and possibly trading JDST, which would which would be great either way, right? So if it goes down, I can make money. If it goes up, I can make money. And that's what I like about trading inverse companies. Check this one out, guys. This one's going up too. Look at this. Now, I did break past the EMA line just slightly. It didn't touch the SMA. It bounced right off that SMA, and it's shooting back up to a high previously. About 13% on that. Looks like they're already up 7% for the day. So we did miss a little run here. I wouldn't invest in it because it's a $900 company if you did want to invest in it. And so that's like literally 2 shares, right? Exxon has a nice trend moving upward. Yes, it does. It's beating its SMA. It's right there on the EMA. It's following along with our, our where we want it to be. Now, doesn't mean it has to stay along with that, but it's possible for it to. So we will be keeping an eye on Exxon. And then AITX. We had a subscriber call this company out, and I definitely want everyone to stay away from it at the moment. There are some potential buy areas, but as you can see, it just has a very long descending trend, okay? Now, if it can break that trend and move up, then that's great. Then we may consider investing in it, but for now, it just seems like it wouldn't be a good area to buy. So I'm gonna put on my alerts and move on. Okay, Lucid is breaking through its lines here. Now, there is an opportunity to buy again. It may break all the way down to $2.54. It is showing signs that it does like this support level. It looks like right here at 291, something like that. It really likes that support level. So I may consider buying into this company and getting a nice little percent gain on it. If it can break through a couple of these levels and get past its SMA line again, you can see anywhere from 15% to 20% and all the way as high as 30% on Lucid, or ticker symbol LCID. Now, the simple moving average is showing a strong indication of a downward trend, so we are going to wait to show confirmation of the reversal and then go from there. I do have a belief that it can go up if possible, but there is no guarantees that it will go up. So we are going to set a alert for both directions. And if it does get alerted, then we can go from there and maybe buy some shares and make a quick, even if it goes up to a couple previous days here, that's 8%, 10%, 15%. You throw, say you throw $1,000 in here, make 18%, that's $180 real quick, while maybe you're looking at something else. Okay, now sound is up, and they have potential for it to go up even more. Just gotta wait and see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Go check out some of my other channels, some of my other content, social media stuff like that. And we will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to the channel because I never really know when I'm doing live videos. I just kind of, when I have free time, I'll get on and do a live. It's a little easier for me. And as time goes on, I will then start doing some more regular videos more frequently. But right now the live seems to be working for me really well. And so that's what I'm just gonna keep doing. So thank you guys. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys spending a part of your day with me. And yeah. Guys have any questions or anything, any concerns, just definitely let me know in the comments below, and we can try to answer those questions for you. So yeah, definitely. Weird. I think this one's it. That one right there. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.